And here it is, the OnePlus 8. You know what? This doesn't feel right. I'm shooting on an iPhone SE when I could be shooting on this one, my trusty OnePlus 6T. Let's switch, shall we? Should only take about that long. There we go, that's better. I mean, if we're going to be talking about a OnePlus, we might as well be filming with the OnePlus. So now we're shooting in 4K at 60 frames per second. And I shot a video not too long ago, actually a couple hours ago, and I just posted it. If we go right here we go. And where's the time? You know, this is when I miss. There we go, at 14:15. So that was my break. Now I'm done with work. Almost 2 hours ago, and I was at 1%. I'm still at 1%. So now if we look at the battery life, 7 hours and 34 minutes. That's pretty good, OnePlus, pretty good. And you can see that I haven't charged it for 1 day and 7 hours. That's really good. And that brings me to the point. Today is a reboxing. I have my box right here. And yeah, the pros and cons of the OnePlus 8. Now this is not the, how do you say, generic version, or not the eco version. This was the Interstellar Glow with the 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigabytes of ROM. And I did that because I wanted to really feel a difference from the OnePlus 6T. I mean, yeah, the cameras are different. Yes, it has a 90 Hertz refresh rate, but I really wanted to see the difference between the two phones. So what we're going to do is first we're going to talk about what I didn't like, and believe it or not, that has changed. You can watch my 8 days later with the OnePlus, and those first 2 weeks that you're with a phone, you know, it's this, everything's shiny, everything's new, and it's just different. You know, you're in, I don't know how else to say it, but today's my 20th day with the phone, and this is why I'm returning it, and I'll let you know in detail what I liked and what I did not like. So first of all, the cost. The Eco version with just 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of ROM, that one's only $699, $700. So for an extra $100, you get 4 extra gigabytes of RAM, and you get the 256 gigabytes of space. I think it's well worth it. And then there's a few other subtle changes as well. I'm not going to go into detail about those. But the cost of $800, at first I thought it'd be worth it. In the end, not so much. Next, curved edges. And I've talked about this ad nauseum. This is the 5th phone I've returned with curved edges. I didn't like the McLaren for that reason. I didn't like the OnePlus 7 Pro for that reason. I didn't like the Samsung S20 nor the Samsung S10 for the very same reason. I don't like curved edges. It's always grabbing the light. Oh, and the battery finally shut down. So let's pause this and charge it up. So true to my word, I always like OEM. If you have the OEM charger and cable, yes, please use it. Plugging this into a grounded plug. Hopefully it does not fall off. There we go. And because it's dead, it's going to be at 0% for a while. Gives you that warning. And you're going to be really impressed on how fast this charges. So we'll charge it in real time while I give you what I like and don't like about the phone. So we have plug-in time at 1547. %. And then we'll use this fancy iPhone to do a timer. There we go. All right, next. So number 1, the cost. Number 2, the curved edges. And then 3, I knew this when I bought it, but yeah, I missed the wireless charging. The LG V60 had it. My 2020 iPhone SE has wireless charging. Even the Samsung S20 I tested back in January. That was 6 months ago. It had wireless charging. I know OnePlus was trying to save money, but yeah, I do feel I'm settling to have spent $800 for this flagship killer phone without wireless charging. And to really to further hit this point home, the slogan of OnePlus is never settle. And we're halfway into 2020. I do feel it was a mistake not to have wireless charging on an $800 phone. If it was $600, $650, okay, that's below a lot of the other flagships, but it's not. So now back to our timer. It's 15:55. So we're not even at a full 10 minutes, and it's already at 12%. So yes, it charges quickly. So we're going to turn it on, because most people are not going to charge their phone off. And yes, you can get it to 0 to 100% in just about an hour or less than an hour and 10 minutes. It's the fastest phone that I've charged. Or rather, sorry, this is the fastest phone that charges when it's off. And they did add a new feature on this. I changed my password. No, I don't use the password of 1234. There's no, you don't have to click OK. There's a lot of phones out there, after you type in your password, you have to click OK, and that's really annoying. So now we can click on the battery, charging, and in just a few minutes, it's going to give us an estimate. And it's actually more accurate than the V60, and it's more accurate than previous OnePlus phones and the Samsung phones that I've used. Most of the time, the estimated charge time is just way off, but in this case, OnePlus did a great job. All right. So, number 4, indoor photography. And I'm going to bring up a couple examples on the screen. The indoor photography could be much better. It should be better. I mean, this is an $800 phone, and what I've compared it to, the one I'm filming on, the OnePlus 6T, and this one, the Apple SE, this one does better at indoor photography, and this one has 3 lenses, this has 1. $400, $800. And once again, if you want really good photos, even this budget phone, the Eco Apple phone, takes wonderful pictures. Now, it doesn't do the wide angle, it doesn't have some of the zoom features that this OnePlus 8 does, but Apple just does a great job with the software behind the hardware lens. And previous OnePlus phones had that issue, the OnePlus 7T, the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren, the OnePlus 7 Pro. I tried my friend's OnePlus 6, and the one I'm filming on, the OnePlus 6T, has had issues. And no, not one of them thus far has really impressed me with indoor photography. Now the iPhone SE, yes it has, and here are some comparison photos. Okay, so negative aspects are everywhere. That being said, I really didn't notice them until I reached day 18 and day 19 with this phone. And funny as it is, love is blind. After those initial 14 days passed by, the blindness, the shiny distractions dissipated, and I began to see the gadget for what it truly was or was not. Thus, reason number 5, the overall phone is lacking that fine-tuned overall package for a flagship quality phone. $800, $400. And now time for some positivity and reasons the OnePlus 8 may be for you. Number one, the 90 Hz refresh rate. It's great. It's lovely, and yes, it is smooth. OnePlus really delivers on that 90 Hz. And in case you're wondering, 90 Hz means that it's refreshing 90 times every second. So I'll show you how. There we go. You don't even have to enter a password. It quickly captured my face. You can see right there in the lens, it's lighting up the lens to try to find my face, and I can click retry. And there we go. It's kind of hard to do on camera. Here, I'll try one more time. Show my face. There we go. It's really fast. Same case in point with the fingerprint. I've tested this against the OnePlus 6T. It's really fast. This was definitely faster than the LG V60 ThinQ as far as fingerprint. And I really like the animations, especially on the 90 Hz screen. So if you go into settings, you go into display, advanced, you can choose your refresh rate. Over the last 20 days, I've determined that you get about an extra hour, hour and a half if you choose 60 Hz. And it says less smooth with better battery life, but this is why you bought the phone. That's why you paid the money, right? Yeah. So here, I'll go back into settings and I'll show you the different fingerprints. If you go under security lock and then fingerprint unlock, enter my temporary password, fingerprint animation. So here's the energy one. And then there's the Cosmos, which is pretty cool. Ripple's kind of fun. So is Stripe, or you can do none. I haven't really noticed a huge battery decrease when you're using any animation effect, to be honest. So I'm going to choose the Cosmos. And then if I use a fingerprint that is there we go. One more time. Lots of fun, lots of fun. Number two, battery life. So with the 90 Hz enabled and using the display setting of sleep time of 30 seconds, I'm getting just under 8 hours of use, and you can verify that right here in real time. One day, 7 hours ago, and my screen usage was 7 hours and 36 minutes. My best was just under 8 hours, and again, that was with the 90 Hz. With the 60 Hz enabled, you can get over 8 hours of screen time. And then standby time is also really good. I've made it to 2 days. So yeah, you can charge your phone fully Saturday morning, go all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and charge it sometime Monday morning. And it is 16:11. So we're on track to get 50% in less than 30 minutes. Way to go, OnePlus. Both 2 and 3 were battery life. So on the 60 Hz, you're going to get easily 7 to 8 hours. With the 90 Hz, you're going to get anywhere from 6 to 7, almost 8. And I've read for other people, they're getting closer to 9 hours with using the 60 Hz display. So still really, really good. Next we have number 4, screen sensitivity. Not a huge thing, not something that a lot of people are talking about, but the hardware they use on OnePlus, the screen, I'm not just talking about the refresh rate, but the overall touch sensitivity of the phone and the navigation, it's great. I really, really like it. That was the hidden applications. You just do a pinch and it shows hidden applications, and you can even password protect that if you want. So the speed of the phone and the sensitivity, it's just great. I love the sensitivity. I haven't had any issues anywhere on the screen. Lovely. Number 5, outdoor photography, and I'll show you a few photos now. The outdoor photography, well, the settings are easy to use. The nightscape option is really easy. I love the navigation. You can go quickly to nightscape. You can even do a wide angle at nightscape. And when you do take them at night, you're going to see a delay while the photo is taken. Really great. The Pro mode is wonderful, especially all the different options you can choose. LG had that as well. To be honest, I like the UI in OnePlus as well. The OnePlus better. Portrait mode, it's decent. Apple does a better job. Just the overall effects compared to Apple. So compared to Apple, if I open up the camera, go to portrait, you have the natural light, contour light. It's a better design, and the hardware software combination is better. But OnePlus does a very good job. Slow motion good, panoramic good, time lapse good. It all works great. I like how you can do both wide angle, normal 1x, and zoom in time lapse. That's a nice feature. One thing I do miss, and they changed this in the UI, on the OnePlus 6T, when you're in the camera, you have to go to settings and change it there. There isn't like a quick way to just change it on the fly while you're in the camera app. That's somewhat annoying. I liked where you could just change it right in the top view. So you have to set it ahead of time, and then you can go shoot your video. So I don't know. It's hit or miss. Number 6, the Android experience. If you were using an iPhone and you want to switch to an Android phone, I would highly recommend buying the OnePlus 7T. You can pick that up for around $400, maybe $550, depending on where you buy it. The OnePlus 7T has a flat screen. It has great battery life. The cameras are really good, but more so the UI experience using the Oxygen. It's just great. Here, let me show you the stats. So if you go to About Phone, so I'm running the latest version of Oxygen, 10.5.9. It just got released over the weekend. The Oxygen OS is wonderful. I just love it. I've used Samsung, I've used LG, I've used Motorola, I've used the Google Pixel, so I've used the vanilla version of Android, and this is by far my favorite. And I say that, in all honesty, because without any financial reward other than the $1 I might make from YouTube ad revenue over the next 3 weeks, my videos are not sponsored by OnePlus, by Apple, by Garmin, or by Samsung. No, they're just, I support my own videos. Number 7, Bluetooth. Let me go get my speakers and I'll show you. And while I get my speakers, just want to show you, we hit 50% in 30 minutes. Well done, OnePlus. Well done. And let's see how long it thinks we have to go charge. Let's see here. 29 minutes left. We'll see what happens. Well, here we are for another reboxing, right?
Of the OnePlus A.
The OnePlus A. How long have I had this phone?
20 days.
20 days. And what were your thoughts on it?
It is a good phone.
What did you like and what did you hate?
Colorful design.
Is there anything you just really didn't like?
No.
No? You liked everything about the phone?
Yes.
What about the screen?
It's good.
Yeah, you didn't mind the curved screen? You didn't care that it had curved edges?
No.
What about the battery life?
Good.
Did you like playing games on it?
Yes.
Yeah? Did you think it was worth $800?
Yes.
What? Why would you think this is worth $800?
I don't know. Via T-Mobile.
Should I rebox it or should I keep it?
Rebox.
If I rebox it, then I can try the OnePlus C.
Yes.
think we should hold out for that one?
Yes.
So a teenager's perspective, is this a buy or not buy?
Buy.
Really? Here, let me go grab it. So I just finished the battery test. Oh, it's at 100%. So here's the phone. So you think this is worth $800?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's a lot of allowance money. I say we take it back to UPS.
Yes. To OnePlus in China.
Yes. Well, thanks for tuning in. And are we a little sad about this one? A little bit. No, we're not going to kiss the phone. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. A little behind the scenes. And I did the unboxing with TPK, so I thought I should finish the reboxing. Is there anything else you want to say?
Ti amo.
Ti amo. Ciao.